Hello and welcome. I hope you're safe and well. In today's exciting episode, it's bits I've filmed all week and I've just been doing some beading because I want to do a video of everything I made last month, but there's a few I haven't finished. So one of them, the Oscar de la Renta in the middle, is for this month, but the others are ones I was supposed to finish last month. Oh yeah, and the gold one. I'd run out of time, spoiler alert, and didn't get to that one either.
It's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect jacket.
Speaking of beading, if you've never seen I think it's the second video on this channel where I do the beaded trim for the purple Italian tweed jacket. Oh my God, the camera work on that video is wild. Sorry about that. Anyway, so this jacket here is Oscar de la Renta. I bought it from New York City a million years ago. No, probably more like 7 or 8 years ago. But I love it. It's pastel. And for the longest time back then when I bought it, I used to make the tweed jacket one month and then make the beaded trim the next. So I assumed I would make a beaded trim, and I've got these gorgeous, they're solid glass beads. They're white, but they've been dipped in a marbleized apricot. So they're grey and apricot and things like that. So I always thought I would do them in a beaded trim, and then eventually I started doing embellishment for my jackets, like all over beading. So then I was like, I could probably still use some of them in there, but I'll need to mix other lightweight beads in there as well. And then I have recently been doing this hangy downy beading. I have to come up with a better name for that. So anyway, I think I showed you when I've done the bottom around the hem up one side, and then I stopped to do the shoulder bits. The second shoulder looks far whiter and like it's got more beading than the first. It's really weird. So I decided to just leave it there. Oh, and I was been doing more homework for my 9 jackets for my Make 9, and I wanted to do hang down I've got this cottage garden jacket and I want to do over the shoulder beading so it'll be a string of green beads and then the daisy at the end, perhaps. Anyway, so then I stopped and I worked on this one, which has a sunflower bead sort of look on it. And then I did the Me Made May video, and she just does different colours each year, and this year it was blue and pink. And then I went back to this one, and this is me working on the cuffs. So I was just ignoring the shoulder problem. So I did one layer, and I don't know, I'm so used to seeing loads of beading. I still feel like the shoulders look different. I counted how many strings of beads there are. That shoulder on the left does have 1 string more, but it looks like so many more because I've used so many more white beads than the other side. I don't know. Maybe I'll just take both of them off because I don't know. Maybe I'll take them both off and just redo them, or not have beads on the shoulders. I don't know. But they just look very uneven anyway. And I still have to do the beading on this one because, as I said at the top, I want to do the video of everything I made last month, and I've just got to finish the sleeve beading on these 2, which isn't that much to do. And I also think I want to do more beading on this one. I know I have to at least do more beading on the back hem. So I might as well do some on the front hem as well. Oh yeah, and I have to do the clear glass beads on this. I've done them on the hem, but I haven't done them up the center front, around the neckline, or on the sleeves. And of course the gold one is still not done. It needs beading on the front, on the shelf, and also around the neckline. You can't really tell from the front that it needs beading on the neckline, but you can, if you see it from the side, you can definitely tell the shelf needs beading. But also the back at the top, I feel like you can really see how sparse it is, especially when compared to the shoulder beading, which is just absolutely adorable. I totally love it. I also haven't done the design feature on the back, which is going to be a red triangle in those large red sequins. But I think if I finish everything on them but the design feature on the back of each one, I'll do the everything I made in April video, even though the backs aren't done. This is another day, and I love this arrangement. I think the blue gums, the leaves, and the really, really fluoro orange and the cream flowers are an interesting combination. Okay, so we're back on this one, and I've finally done the neckline. So here we go. So the sleeves, the shoulders look more balanced than they did, but I don't know. I think I'm just going to leave it up on the sideboard for a bit, because I do have lots of those faceted pebble shape oval ones left, and I have more of all the beads, so I could do another layer. Instead of making it one layer everywhere, I could do 2 layers everywhere. But yeah, or I think in the second layer I could not use white, and that would really tone down what I don't like about it. So yeah, because I love how creamy the beige is, and there's a lot of pale gold in there as well, which doesn't really translate into footage. Like on screen it sort of looks, I don't know, really creamy dull beige, but it's beautiful, beautiful pastel colors in person. And I just feel like the white beads aren't really doing it justice. Anyway, this one here, I was tempted to not do anything around the neckline, but I've got all these lotus pods beads, and I kind of wanted to do a string like around the neckline, and I think they look really cute, so I'm glad I did that. But it does make the neckline beading, the hanging down bits, seem like they're too sparse, so I'm going to do twice as many, like in between each one I'll do another one, and just so that it sort of matches the shoulders and the calves. And I also want to do some on the bottom of the back and the bottom of the fronts as well. So it's just a little bit more work. The center front is fine. The shoulders and the cuffs are fine, but I just did a little bit more work on the rest of the piece. And this is me looking at everything that there's a few things that I have to finish for all the other months, and I want to finish them before I do the everything I made videos. So that's why they're still all hanging on the rack. So here we are. I am working away at this one. I love these beads. They're really so much fun to work with. The lotus pods, the green ones that look like the bottom part of a pineapple, and then these tiny little plastic beads that look like seed beads. So I did twice as much. I'm not sure you can really tell. Oh, I have to flick. This was so annoying. I was like, there we go. I turned the camera off and I neatened it up. So there's twice as much beading around the neckline and around the hems, both at the front and the back. It took a little while, I've used up most of the bottom half of the pineapple beads. I've got loads of lotus beads left, lotus pod beads left. So I tried to use the lightest, whitest coloured ones. So I've got the most khaki olive looking ones left. So I think I've got this Linton tweed. I turned it into a Vogue 7975 jacket, and I absolutely love it, but I haven't beaded it because I've never known how exactly to bead it. So I might do this string sort of vertical garden, hanging down beading, whatever you call it. See, on the left, those are the lotus pods. And these, I suppose it looks like a lot, but it's not enough to do a whole jacket. It's enough to use in combination with something else on another jacket, but that's about it. And I really like this one. I suppose I could use those bottom half of the pineapple ones, I don't know what they're called, to do the triangle on the back of this one. But I don't know, I kind of like the idea of doing a bright red triangle on the back, or maybe a dark green one. I'm not sure. Anyway, I think these 3 jackets look really, really good together. So perhaps I'll end up wearing this pastel jacket with a green dress, or the other 2 with a beigey pastel skirt or something. I don't mind this Oscar de la Renta pastel one. The more I look at it, the more I like it. So I think it's just that it's so much lighter. The beading is so much lighter than the beading I've been doing on everything else. So I do like it, sort of. But I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it on the sideboard, and it's possible that I will just do another layer of beading, at least around the neckline and around the hem and the cuffs. I think if there was in the second layer, I won't use white beads. I won't use the white little round plastic 4mm ones, or I'll try and do it without the white ones in the oval faceted shape as well. So I left that one on the sideboard for now, and there's 2 more jackets that need green beading. So these are the leftover beads. So I just tipped them out, and I also had some leaves left over. So I'm not sure why we're admiring these to get. Oh, I shot some photos for the front of the video, and then I did, because the reason I didn't do these cuffs originally was because I couldn't decide whether to use snowdrops on the sleeves, or like I had around the neckline, or just leaves like I had done on the rest of the jacket. And I decided to go with the leaves, and the only part where the snowdrop flowers are is around the neckline. So it sort of looks like a little necklace. I like it. And after I'd finished, I put it on the mannequin, and it wasn't until I did the 360 thing that you'll see, and it wasn't until this point that I was like, oh, I forgot to do the shoulders. Like, it didn't even occur to me that it needed beading on the shoulders. So I don't know. I like it the way it is, and I'm kind of I don't have to do every single one the same. The whole point is to make unique jackets. So I'm not sure that this needs beading over the shoulders. But on the other hand, I do have some leftover leaves and beads. So, using up my beads would be like, I have this pathological need to use up my bead collection. But I really like this design. It's a little bit lightweight, but I don't mind it. It's like, I wouldn't do it this light for every single jacket, but I think this one is really, really cute. And it might be nice to have one that doesn't have beading over the shoulders. I mean, these jackets are so unique, and there's so much embellishment work in them. I do have strappy handbags, but I always carry a handbag or a clutch that has a handle rather than a strap over the shoulder when I wear one of my jackets, because you don't want to accidentally wreck it. Like, you never do that with tweed, because the shoulder strap rubs against the tweed and ages it in one specific spot over the shoulder, which is not what you want. So yeah, I don't know. And also, I failed to get to this one as well. So that's all I did this week in beading land. And I didn't make anything. I'm sort of at that point of the month where I'm like, okay, if I want to get 9 things finished this month, I've only got 2 things finished this month. So, and I'm not even sure about that Oscar de la Renta one. I might have to put more beading on that. I do have my Make 9 jackets. So what I'm going to do is, how bakers, they just bake all the cakes and then they put the icing on them all differently. So I'm thinking that's what I'll do with my Make 9 jackets. I'll decide which fabrics they are. Some of them are going to be tweed, some of them are cotton, some of them are other fabrics. So I'm just sort of working out which ones. My problem is I have 9 different concepts, and for each of those concepts I've got several different ideas, and I like them all. So it's not actually 9 jackets, it's more like about 30. So I think I was going to do a Make 9 update video every quarter, and just give you a rundown of what I've done and what I'm starting to do, but I haven't actually made any. So I might just do my Make Nines update video and just list everything that I'm going to do and start cutting them. As long as I start cutting them out by the end of this month, I'll feel like I'm on track to get them done. So yeah, I'll pull all the fabrics out, make a massive mess, and this is me just showing you a recap of all the work I did this week. Not really much work, I guess, but I did a lot of work on my Make 9 video. It's I just watched my Make 9 2025 video from January, and I was like, I literally haven't done anything else. I've done like lots. I've added more pins to my Pinterest boards for each of them, and I do have much clearer ideas. Back then I've got this fabric it's black metallic fabric, but it kind of just looks like garbage bag plastic, but it's metallic fabric. And back in January I was like, I could make a garbage bag jackets, like sort of drape it so that it looks like a garbage bag with a bit of pizza popping out and a rat. And I was like, yeah, that's something you want to wear. But anyway, that is it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you had fun looking at all my beading endeavours. Happy Mother's Day and happy beading and sewing and being creative and making.